Hello friends, Arthur here, and this is ZSL Season 7 Round 6 Full Speed track review, or I should say Full Speed 2. And let's start slightly different. This time let's start from the theme rules and level rules. So theme rules for this round is level must keep the player at or above speed 160 for the majority of the level. Brief clips below 160 are acceptable, like vertical loops, heels should be fine. The closer the level runs to the 200 speed is the red line, the better. Level must not include elements that require forced braking, like slow stirs, fans, feathers, I believe. All turns should be navigatable at a full speed, so no like sharp turns with forcing brakes. But I believe wall rides and barrier rides are acceptable. Level must not use slowsters blocks for the intended route. Use of slowsters on AFK is okay. Oh yeah. And the level rules, like scale track species are permitted. Level must follow any theme requirements set above. Level must be under 3000 blocks. Recently I believe it was 4000. Level must have an aftertime above 25 seconds and below 60 seconds. And it should have at least 3 checkpoints. But you can add more. Basically use checkpoints like I believe each 5 to like 7-10 seconds is okay, just to give people more time checks for their runs, and usually use checkpoints for remove any cut opportunity. Yeah, so that was brief part for track review. So this was short rules review, and just let me know, is it okay to put it in at least first video of each round, just like a brief reminder, brief explanation what to expect, or just skip it and go straight forward to the tracks. And just let me know in the comment. Oh, and again, if you're in the comment anyway, just hit like, subscribe if you're new one, and let's go to the tracks. And the first one, Speedocta, which we start pretty fast. Arrows are really nice. All these triangles, they show where and how you need to go. In most parts they're acceptable, especially on the jumps. Even if you slightly messed up as I did, it's okay. It's forgive you some variety of left right. The icy part on this track is not really hard or annoying. Yes, it could be tricky. If you're slightly messed up, you will crash or you will lose speed, and it's become trickier at the end because there's a small slalom, and if you're not prepared and you go a lot of wider from the ice part, you will lose a lot of time or you will crash. But yeah, really nice track for start. Breakneck Vector, and we start with I would say now it's become pretty common element, the loop with transition to the wall ride, then second transition to the from the wall ride to the like 360 I will say, and jump to the wall ride, which again okay. From couple tries and you can do it. It's a pretty common element, become recently in like last half year. And one of the trickiest, not hardest but trickiest, is the jump from like wall ride transition to the Dragon's checkpoint 6. You want to have as least airtime as possible and not clipping the track. Basically smooth landing with less airtime. It will give you more time to not fail crash. Groovin Speedin, and yet another track with pipe loop at the beginning and several wall rides. And probably that is it for this track. Just 2 hard elements and everything else is just like uphill, downhill with a temp of smooth turning, and it should be it. Altitude, tricky start, AFK until the airtime, then I just use brakes to stop turning or air turning for my kart, and hope for the smooth landing without any bounce because of the Unity. Then the loop element could be tricky because of the loop itself and transition to the next element, like downhill jump. For me, it's happened too fast. You can either crash or like hit not the perfect trajectory and fall, and that could be a problem. If you lose a lot of speed, you won't have enough speed to jump to checkpoint 4 because it's a jump and you will lose speed. Same for the jump to checkpoint 5. I believe it's slightly longer, and if you already start losing speed, you can hit the road. So yeah, be careful and preserve speed as much as possible. Go very fast. Okay, this track, at least I have several problems. First one is the green booster after checkpoint 4. It has so much power that on several occasions I just lose wheels hitting the loop, which again, big problem. I believe it's RNG. So yeah, Unity in all other parts are very wide. You have a lot of opportunity to prepare yourself. Checkpoint 10 uphill with wall ride, barrier ride, you don't have enough another way to how to do it. At the trick moment, if you potentially have a lot of speed, you could have trouble to fix your position to checkpoint 12 and hit the checkpoint itself, which again I did a couple times. So yeah, be careful at the end and just fly to the finish. Fallen Symphony. Well, this track don't have any loops at the beginning, and you just need to follow all this slalom line, let's say this way, and you should do it as smooth as possible without any like smoke from your tires, which I can't do it correctly. Then the loop could be slightly problematic because if you have enough speed, you can fly over. You need to adjust it in the middle of the loop to not fall off. And another trick element is the jump to checkpoint 4. Because it's a not straight road, you will like have a small bump to jump you directly, so you need to be prepared. It's not the straightforward jump, it's slightly go right. If you do it all correctly, then the another probably hard element, but again we face it so many times right now, it's the upper loop in the pipe. I don't know how to explain it differently. Yeah, so it's not really hard if you have enough speed, so just do it and straightforward to the finish. Here, okay, on this track I have personal problem with arrow, because we have just one arrow at the beginning that show where you need to go, and it's fine, I love it, but then you don't have any signs and all other jumps are not going straight. So without this arrow, all my attempt for all this transition was like I tried to go straight and fail like 3 times just for that. And yes, you need to be very careful because there's 2 long jump, and if you failed on the like first jump, second jump on the correct pipe turn, you will crash. You won't have enough speed. And yes, the jump after checkpoint 5 to 6, that's where I was confused the most, because from how you position your kart, you don't see where you need to go, and I just go straight forward. Manic Dash. Yet another track with a lot of jump and with the green ice, which potentially with all of the speed could ruin your run if you do it wrong, or you will approach wrong. You will wiggle inside the ice and you will lose a lot of time on the transition to the correct part of the track, and you won't have enough speed to the big jump after checkpoint 3. Because basically this is a really main part. This jump, I believe a lot of people will find it hard to find the proper line to jump, because you always jump in like angle and you should aim depending on your speed you should take it higher or lower to minimize your airtime and land as smooth as possible. I'm on speed with caffeine, and I believe all these formulas, chemistry formula on the part of the tracks is caffeine formula. I don't know, but I assume that. As of track, it's not really hard. Several hard elements for me was transition on a checkpoint 2 because of the wind, or like I don't know what element it was, but as you saw, I bounced, and it was my lucky attempt. Before that, I bounced several times and fell off. So yeah, you need to go to transition like on this outer pipe, and after that, it's mostly like straightforward track. You see where you need to go. Nothing really hard there. All elements are pretty wide. Just to be very careful with turns. Do it not as I and try to do it smoother. But my result was very, very close to after time, so I'm pleased with that. Mesashad by Shade, and yet another fast track with a really smooth start. I really love that. The first hard element, I would say, is the checkpoint 3, because it's very narrow and you need to aim in that because you can crash there, so be very, very careful and try to be as smooth as possible. Then I would say it's all not really hard until checkpoint 5, transition to the road, where depending on your angle, depending on your speed, you need to land smooth on the road. If you be very narrow or greedy for airtime, you will hit the bump and fly over or lose speed in the best case scenario. If you go higher and wide, you will hit the grass. So yeah, be careful there. There's just 2 really hard elements. Okay guys, that was all 10 tracks for the first track review. Let me know in the comment, do you like this track explanation or rule explanation at the beginning, or should I just go straight to the tracks? As always, want to hear you, see your comments, your likes, and please subscribe if you're new one. And see you in the next video. Bye!